is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet...
Wish I had a book to read.
Those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies.
Auto drive now
Hundreds
disabled.
have already died of conditions that can be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of borders, food battles and black market balance? We protect everyone who comes in the country. And we know our best.
I'm here.
You're stealing SIR's personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
I don't know how I feel about spying on spies. How exactly are we doing that?
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom. Instantly.
Jesus.
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
Over.
So this is Filament. Impressive. I can help you break in, but we're going to leave a trail, unless of course Malik has an idea.
There. I persuaded Filament Security to log that Spider-Bot's activity as system maintenance.
Oh, thanks. Hang on. You're being awfully helpful for a SIRS guy.
It's not like the movies. Spies aren't the police. I believe in working with the lesser evils like DedSec to protect society from the greater ones.
So why did Zero Day kill all my friends?
There are differing schools of thought.
I've got the files. Unless anyone needs something else, I'm going to leave.
Good work.
The SIRS dossiers for you.
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out who's in charge of Zero Day. I'll have it done before you can say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fella. I have Malik for you.
Put him on.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
Wait, what?
The files are locked, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority.
Their cars will be used to ferry drug shipments. Join us at GBB for the full story.
I found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to... Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time.
Auto drive now enabled.
Tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is when
Auto drive now
happens.
disabled.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon. No, it would be, I think we'd all be happy with that. We'd all know where we stood.
You hear him being praised for his diplomatic skills all the times, but the best mark of diplomacy is when nothing happens. So the good diplomacy is indistinguishable from him doing absolutely nothing.
You are listening to The Bug. 4,000 new dream jobs for everyone. All I can say, Alice, is that I'm very glad that my children studied drama at school, because that has set them up for life in modern Britain. That is the one core skill they need, the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet a better place, and that they control their own destinies, and that they have even a parody of a private life, and that they can smile without crying. That's what drama teaches them to do. Crucial skills in this day and age. Of course, it's not just the jobs that have been technologicalised beyond all recognition. It is also all reality. Thanks once again to Optic. According to Bloom, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been. And, well, of course, it's so convenient, Optic, isn't it? It saves us so much time and hassle trying to exist in the kind of realm of reality. You don't need to bother about it. Sure, the government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment and thought. But at least I don't have to type, where's my nearest coffee shop, into a search engine. At least I don't have to waste anything between 8 and 12 seconds every day going online to look up how to make a bowl of muesli. And at least I'm not frittering away my precious mental energies thinking, what do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when our Prime Ministers were either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can remember them being both at once. But incompetent, crooked, and not even in the country, that is one impressive triple whammy. I've had lie-ins longer than his longest spell on British soil in this last year. It's this halfway house I can't stand. Either come back and do your job, or leave the planet entirely. I'm pretty sure there must be a spare space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Tell you what, let's make a cryptocurrency out of something and crowdfund it that way. What have you got spare? Jelly beans? Are they still legal?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm starting to think he doesn't like the country.
That is all from The Bug today. Fly away, bugs. We are done.
All right. I'm all in.
What have you got?
Read 'em and weep. 5 aces.
You wouldn't let people cheat at cards, so why let them cheat at life? People who are here illegally are cheating the system, and we don't think that's fair. Let's make Britain a fair place to live again. See it, say it, and we'll take care of the rest. SIRS, we're here to listen to you.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation.
No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
Yeah, I don't think so. We're wasting time.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
Good thing we have Bagley to crack it.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, 0 Day wins, which means we all die.
Oh, dear God. You really want me to cut their fingers off?
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison, and SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
Torture?
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
Okay, I get it. I think.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Bagley, little help here.
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
Go on.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
Guess that's where we start, huh?
This is just infuriating.
With media research and academic outreach.
The media has, of course, been perhaps the key way in which governments
Auto drive now
controlled
enabled.
and influenced their populations. So, totalitarian countries have typically used huge mainstream media outlets to sell one kind of news, one kind of biased news to its population. Of course, the media has always played this kind of key role in methods of state control. I think what's happening now is perhaps even more concerning, where you previously, in pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in the media, but now with the GBB, you're really only seeing one brand of news and therefore only getting one truth. So people end up with a very biased and controlled idea of the reality and the world that we're actually living in. It was of course, many concerns and many problems, but in a way there were some positive things that, like, not all information was coming from one place, and so you'd have kind of far-right media outlets developing.
Auto drive now disabled.
Left-wing media outlets developing to combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radios, and make sure people were questioning the validity and truth of the information they were receiving. So whilst there was the digital afforded more fake information, it also makes us suspicious and skeptical of information and makes us question the information we're getting. And I think in pre-crisis Britain, it might not have seemed great at the time, but there was something positive about that there was a lot of distrust in the media and in the different kinds of truths that were being told. Whereas now, I think you're seeing a return to a more traditional and older pre-digital sense, actually, of people just trusting what they're told, and that's why we have to be here with radio stations.
The SIRS Home Office liaison works here, but I'm not seeing them on any unsecured surveillance. Ah, but their assistants here. Start by hacking them.
Read you loud and clear.
Investigating disturbance. Target not upset.
Their disposal and all the financial power and all the physical power, that it's never quite possible.
Control, I have a malfunctioning drone. Let's lock down. Christ!
Keep your eyes open. They could be anywhere.
Download complete. Now Scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Make it quick.
We need to find one of
Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Send me the location, please.
Done.
Available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they'll get actually make it do.
It was like I'd been hit with trains.
Probably like a footballer. In the old days, I've been having rankings and leaking stories to the press about how I played it.
This area is being recorded by the...
Why do I feel like cutting off?
But still, violent crime, a record low. Although I imagine that probably depends exactly.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
body. Yeah. Let your man speak. I never put no colours on my timepiece. I told you niggas cut me out the Grammy. And now you got me fucking up some gram needs. It's allowed running up your gums, man. I'll double back and then I go and double up my funds. And when you finish sucking all your mums, I do another $250,000 and get another.
Get better!
I'm getting bored of you boys. Flex on, I'm looking like the old of my boys. Big Mac, I was making all of the noise. And the big bird jacket, that's the fault to your boy. They rate me, that's so blatant. When it's for the future, I'm that so raven. Whenever they say my name, I take a payment. Even when I make it rain, I make a statement. Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Yo. Boots in the winter, keep my back warm. Told my little brother, keep my stack warm. Kill me with some rap core. I'm a bigger hitter on a bigger platform. Now we do the jiggle walk. Reminisce about the spinners that my hitter walks. Salami with that Twitter talk. I can't even hear you through these brittle walls. Put my shades on. Hoodie up and send a prayer up the trade one. They're trying to figure out how a nigga put his name on. And how a nigga did it with no chains on. I give you the keys to no stress. First you give God the praise and see him work. I can't never be on my knees, I'm too blessed. Cause anytime I make it rain or reimburse, then I let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Yo, fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies. Yo.
Take the shackles off my feet so I can stand again. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke the chains, now I can lift my head. I wanna praise you. I wanna praise you. I wanna praise you. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke the chains, now I can lift my head. I wanna praise you. I wanna praise you.
Fall on my enemies. Fall on my enemies. Let the rain fall on my enemies. All of my enemies. Yeah, let the rain fall on my enemies. On all of my enemies. Lord, let the rain fall on my enemies. Let it fall on my enemies.
Disrupted noise. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time is ticking. It's time to give the electorate a good old kicking.
Singing in the Rain meets A Clockwork Orange in this savage analysis of the British political class.
This cabinet, built of English oak. Only upper-class voices were the ones that spoke.
Get a ticket, steal a ticket, break down the fire exit door, just get to see this show. Broken Dreams, the political musical of the decade. Book your seat at the Verity Theatre now.
I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation.
Whoa. Just turn it down like 2 notches, yeah?
That's her.
So can I give you your number? I mean, can I have my... No, start again?
Ooh, if that's how you treat a one-liner, I shudder to think of what you do with two. Goodbye.
Hey! That was... Hey! Being stressed out is no excuse to be abusive.
Oh, I'm in a great mood, actually. It's just that I'm wasting my scant leisure time fending off the advances of a haggard swamp creature.
Fuck you!
Not even in your wildest dreams, sweetie.
I'm still learning the nuances of human interaction, but my analysis indicates that you aren't her type.
Thanks for the help, Bagley.
Quit your whining. There's plenty of fish in the sea. We've got the biggest saltwater aquarium in town. At least one of our fish is bound to be fuckable.
Go on.
Just try someone else. Maybe a man this time.
Jesus, You'll fit right in. The more people willing to fight the system, the better.
I'm happy to be here. Now, let's get to it.
Brill. Not interested.
I refuse to put up with this. I'm not gonna let my blood boil over this situation. I know what you mean. I just can't handle this right now. This is happening. It's unacceptable. Get away from me! I refuse to put up
Good question. Did we match on Enright the other day?
If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed.
Oh, please don't. I totally made that up.
Ah, careful who you fib to. Someone almost died.
Now that would be weird.
I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private? Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding?
Me? No. I'm an honest book. Open book.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Was a bit awkward, but yeah, I got loads of biometric data.
Good work. What do we do now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Butter on.
Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America?
You think I'm a spy, so you called to, what, tip me off? You're bad at this.
Oh, do shut up.
Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
Oh, that was so close to nice. Really good try.
He's disconnected.
Oh, piss off.
I've marked the meeting location on your map. Don't hurry.
Thanks, Bagley. Is this just my life now? Being chased after by a group of total dickheads?
Until you lose them, yes.
Helpful, isn't he?
Moving inbound to hostile. Engaging hostile target. Target resisting arrest. Using restraining measures. No sign of the target. Over. Negative. Suspect is gone. Issue an APW. Bag and package searches are at the discretion of our agents.
Let's find this bellend. No one here. Moving on.
We want him found. Go!
Make it easy on yourself. We're gonna get you sooner or later. No one here.